July 25th, 2005, a day forever engraved in the lives of Mumphy and Neely Moore. The day when brain cancer took their father's life.
The death of my father did happen 4 days after we turned 15, and it was overwhelming. I don't think it really hit me until like a couple of months later, because I was at summer camp and I was just like really busy and things, people were keeping me busy all the time. So not until I really got home from the summer did it really hit me. So right after, it wasn't bad, but a couple months down the road is when it really started to become torturous.
The identical twin sisters coped with their loss in different ways. While Neely kept silent about her loss, Mumphy decided that anger was the answer.
Once it started to hit me that my father was gone forever, I became very angry. I didn't know how to control my anger. Everything just infuriated me. Every little thing my twin did, it just pissed me off, and I, physically abused her, and I emotionally abused her, and to this day I won't forgive myself for that. I also really, really, really abused my mom.
The pain the twins went through was anything but easy. It is rare that something good can come out of something as devastating as losing a parent to cancer, but it's possible. And for the twins, that something good was able to forever change their lives.
So my mom met this guy, and his name is Jack Coulter, and because my mom was dating around about, I would say, a little less than a year after our father passed away, and so she started talking, I guess you can say, to this guy named Jack Coulter, and his wife also died of a brain tumor. Our father died of a brain tumor too, and he mentioned of a walk and a run called Angels Among Us, which is held at Duke University, and it raises money and awareness for brain cancer research. So he told my mom about this, and in April of 2006, all of us went to the walk, and it was so inspiring and beautiful. And that's when my mom met her husband now, Ron Brinton. She met him at the walk that year. They've been together ever since.
Angels Among Us is a celebration of life, strength, courage, and commitment. It is a fight against brain cancer, and every year it is a day-long event.
It's run pretty much like clockwork every year. There's a 5K run early in the morning, and then the bulk of the team start to arrive after that. There's a little bit of downtime before the actual walk begins. There's a bunch of vendors and booths there that people get to enjoy and walk around the venue. And then the walk begins. They call it a walk, but it's really like a leisurely stroll through the Duke Gardens, which are gorgeous. It doesn't last that long. It's about 20 minutes, and then we come back and we are given free Chick-fil-A, free Cold Stone ice cream. Again, this is a little more downtime, and they give presentations. Dancers come in and singers come in and they perform and stuff like this. And this is all while the volunteers are counting up the money, and then once that is completed, they announce how much money they raised that year, and it's been over $1 million. For about 5 years now, they've raised over $1 million every year.
The money that is raised comes from teams that participate in the event.
Teams raise money throughout the whole year. Right after the walk ends, teams start raising money again. My family, we do parties, auctions, wine tastings. You can do a number of things. Kids, they go to door to get money, and people do anything to raise that money. And what's unique about the money that's raised at Angels Among Us is that this organization, 100% of the money that is raised goes towards the doctors and how they can treat this, and eventually hopefully find a cure and get that much closer to a cure. So with some events, not 100% of the donations go straight to the doctors, whereas Angels Among Us, 100% of your money that you raise goes towards a potential cure, goes towards the Robert Tisch Brain Tumor Center at Duke.
The twins have been involved with Angels Among Us for a while, but they have brought more support than just themselves out to help.
We've been very involved with Angels Among Us since 2006. But when we came to High Point, we really wanted to get the people who are close to us involved. This year, we actually have about 30 people coming with us. Walk is in a few days, actually, the 28th of April. We're really excited. We have a good turnout this year, and everybody's just really, really excited and looking forward to this amazing day.
Each year, the turnout gets even bigger and bigger, and it's amazing to see all those people there.
Especially with the economy the way it is.
Yeah.
People still care that much to, give their money up, money that people really don't have right now, but that's how passionate people are about this event.
Right, and and again, it's so amazing to see all those people, swarms, literally swarms of people there during the day, but at the same time, it's in a way really upsetting because you know that it's affecting more and more people each year.
The Angels Among Us Walk has grown tremendously in the past 18 years.
It first started in 1994 with, I think it was 2 people who started it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was tiny. I think they raised maybe $1,000 the first year, and ever since 1994, Angels Among Us as a whole has raised $10 million, over $10 million, and we are hoping to completely just raise that number out of the roof.
The twins agree on one thing: hope is always the answer.
One of the best things about that day is there is a sense of hope. Hope that one day, with all the efforts that we're putting into this project, that one day, and one day soon, that there will be a cure to brain cancer. And the whole motto for Angels Among Us is, at Duke there's hope, and it's just so inspiring because they filled our father with hope, and that's, for them, that's the main cure. They give their patients hope, and that's why our father, he was only supposed to live 6 months. He lived about 5 years after he got his brain tumor, and that's because he had hope and faith, and that's for sure the number one cure. That's what's going to help you live longer.
It's very easy to lose hope when you have a deadly disease that just engulfs your entire life and changes your entire life for the worse. You latch on to the negatives, and it's important to realize that there's hope throughout the journey. So that's why Duke University, the Robert Tisch Brain Tumor Center, just really, really inspires people to look that way. So it's a great organization to be a part of.
The reason why Mophie and I and our family are so involved is because Duke blessed us with so much. We're giving back to them also. We're not only fighting for the cure, but we're giving back to Duke because they gave our father 5 more years. And we're eternally grateful to this day to have had 5 more years.
And not just 5 years, but 5 happy years because of the hope they gave.
The 19th annual Angels Among Us Walk will take place April 28, 2012. Hundreds will be out to support those who fought and lost and those who fought and survived. Among those hundreds, Mumphy and Neely will be out walking in honor of their father, their angel.
Love you, Dad.